Whenever I'm feeling a bit pessimistic about the state of the world today, I just turn on one of my favorite reality shows and marvel at how close it comes to recreating real human life. Here are 5 uncanny things about Property Brothers. Number 1, Jonathan and Drew are incredibly lifelike. Jonathan and Drew Scott, the identical twin stars of Property Brothers, are miracles of modern engineering. When I first watched the show, I was amazed at how closely they were able to mimic the movements and behavior of flesh and blood human beings. During virtually every episode I've watched, there have been moments where I've forgotten I was watching expertly designed, stunningly realized synthetic organisms and started thinking of them as ordinary people. A remarkable achievement. Of course, the illusion isn't perfect. There are tells here and there if you know what to look for. For instance, their brotherly horsing around is a bit too, if you know what I'm saying. But fortunately, the producers of the show have compensated for this by having, number 2, the homebuyers amplify the humanity of the brothers. At first, it seems a little cocky to have Jonathan and Drew host a show where they'll be interacting with real flesh and blood humans the entire time, as if the scientists who designed and built them were just a little too confident in their ability to simulate life in all its subtle nuance. But that's part of the brilliance of this show. Jonathan and Drew's interactions with flesh and blood people only serve to make them appear more human by comparison. The homebuyers on Property Brothers always turn out to be bickering, fickle troublemakers who spend most of the renovations second-guessing and undermining Jonathan when all he's trying to do is turn a fixer-upper into their dream home. He gives of himself, but do they appreciate it? No, he's more human than you'll ever be, you bastards! Number 3, the show follows a rigid but pleasing formula. This happens in pretty much every installment of the series because Property Brothers the show is a lot like the brothers themselves, a recreation of life as we know it, but tweaked here and there to be a bit more attractive and comforting. So while the homebuyers get anxious about being able to afford the house they want, and worry over the renovations turning out right, and sweat over unexpected expenses happens every episode, we know that no matter what. Number 4, it always builds to a happy ending. The buyers always get the home they've always wanted, and you know what? They deserve it. Sure, they might be querulous and unpleasant at times, but deep down, they're not bad people. If they were, they would have been cast on House Hunters instead. Jonathan and Drew show them their renovated homes at the end of each episode, and they smile and cry and overflow with gratitude for the brothers, showing them the kind of tenderness and appreciation that hopefully they'll be able to extend to their fellow human beings from then on. Property Brothers is a show where the act of renovating a house can renovate you. In other words, number 5, it reimagines home improvement as contemporary fantasy. And that's why we love it, isn't it? It's not just another home improvement show. It's a home improvement show that gives us things we know we could never get from an actual home renovation. Feelings of accomplishment, satisfaction, and happiness. And presiding over it all are Jonathan and Drew, the muted whirring of their servos virtually inaudible beneath their synthetic dermis as they smile at another job well done. Jonathan and Drew don't just buy and fix up old houses. They teach us carbon-based life forms what it truly means to be human. Like Maria, Data, and Al Gore before them, they aren't merely machines. They're mirrors, reflecting our own humanity back at us. Go recharge those batteries, fellas. You've earned it. The hardest part is picking only 5. Catch you next time. Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, please consider helping me to make more videos like this one by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron of this channel. Thanks for watching.